Cash is king in business, and being paid on time for your products and services means that your business can thrive. Having a process in place for invoicing customers and receiving payments will move the dial from struggling to success. Any version of QuickBooks Online, from simple start to advanced, includes invoicing and payments, so even a solopreneur can use this feature. There are some key questions that you need to ask yourself as a business owner. What are your invoice terms? Do you want your customers to pay you in 15 days, 30 days, or 60 days? If you leave it open, customers will pay when the time is good for them, not your business. Let's head into QuickBooks Online to set up invoice terms. Click on the gear icon and then Company Settings. And then we'll go down to Sales, and under Sales Form Content, we have an item called Preferred Invoice Terms, which is currently set to net 30. And if we click on the pencil icon and then the drop-down arrow, there are invoice terms that we can select from, or we can add a new one. And these are terms that will appear on all invoices by default. We can make changes directly to an invoice. We'll X out of here, and then we'll click on New, and then Invoice. So here we can see that the invoice terms are net 30 based on our default setting. However, if we click on the drop-down arrow, for this particular invoice, we can select the terms that we want to use. What forms of payment will you accept? Sure, a check can save you from paying processing fees. However, there are also delays in receiving payment because you're waiting on a delivery from the post office, and checks can get lost in the mail. Cards such as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express incur a fee of 2.9%. Digital wallets such as Apple Pay, PayPal, and Venmo incur a fee of 2.9%, and ACH transfers incur a fee of 1%. You could build this expense into your pricing. So for invoice number 1, a service that you typically sell for $105 could be increased to $108 if a customer pays by card, or as with invoice number 2, you could add on a card processing fee that is displayed on the invoice. The advantage of turning on payment options is integration with your invoices. So a customer can click a button to make a payment, and then you'll be notified by email that a payment has been made and the estimated date that it will be deposited into your bank account. To activate payments, click on the gear icon and then Company Settings, and then Payments. Then you'll click on the button Activate Payments, and this will walk you through the process to connect your business bank account to QuickBooks Online, and you'll be able to select the various payment methods that you'll accept from your customers. With invoices, you can see if it was successfully delivered and when it was reviewed, so there's no dispute with customers about whether it was actually received. Let's head over to Invoices by clicking on Sales and then Invoices. And here we can see that we're displaying all invoices under the status during the last 12 months. Let's change that by clicking on the drop-down arrow so we can only see the unpaid invoices in the last 12 months. Now we can see that there is an orange exclamation point next to the invoices for JB Towers and Danny Wiles. That's drawing our attention to the 2 invoices being overdue. And we can see for Debbie Jones that her invoice has been viewed. If we click on View and Edit, and then click on Manage, we can see the status viewed, and for more detail, we can open it up, and we can see that this invoice has been viewed a total of 4 times. On a weekly or monthly basis, you can run an accounts receivable aging report to see if there are any outstanding invoices that you need to follow up on. Let's head over to Reports and then Standard Reports. And we're going to search for Accounts Receivable Aging Summary. We can see that as of today, July 28th, 2025, we have one current invoice for $2,500, and that's for Debbie Jones. We have one invoice that's overdue by 1 to 30 days, and that's for Danny Wiles for $3,000. And we have one invoice that's overdue by 31 to 60 days, and that's for JB Towers. Being paid late or not at all can mean your business takes on unwanted debt or delays payments to vendors, which can damage your professional relationships. Staying on top of your invoice game is going to keep you in business long term. If you have comments or questions, drop them below.